I thank the gentleman from Arizona for bringing attention of the House to this important matter. This summer, we had catastrophic wildfires in Montana. We burned 1.2 million acres. That's equivalent of the size of the state of Delaware. I've seen this destruction firsthand. I visited with incident commanders and firefighters on 5 separate wildfires this summer. In Lincoln County, the air quality was so unhealthy that teachers provided masks to the kids in school so they could breathe. In August, I had Secretary Zinke and Secretary Perdue come to Montana and tour the Lolo Peak Fire, one of the most expensive fires that was fought this summer. And I've worked to bring relief to Montanans. In July, emergency relief for farmers and ranchers was provided by opening up the C.M. Russell recreation area to grazing. We had hungry cows left from pasture being consumed and grass available. It was a common sense solution to put those two together. Also in July, we successfully urged the FEMA director, Brock Long, to reconsider their denial of one of our fires, Montana eligible for emergency funds. For these two things, I am thankful. So the negative impact has been severe. And while there's been some relief, including welcome rain and snow, we can't rely on that. Again, this summer, over 1 million acres burned in Montana alone. We lost 2 firefighters. Livelihoods were threatened. Wildlife habitats were destroyed. Smoke hung in the air, and ash rained down on our homes and our cars. Air quality reached dangerous levels in our communities. In fact, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Montana donated 150 air filters to our schools so our children could breathe. I've also seen the positive results of managed forests. And I've seen this firsthand. Just 2 weeks ago, I toured a BLM forest near Miles City, Montana, and showed the effect of treating and managing forests. A fire burned in 2015 through a forest through the Crowns, and when it reached a forest that had been managed, the fire quickly dropped into the undergrowth, burned through the grass, but none of the trees were lost. In the untreated forest, there's just dead trees that won't recover in our lifetime. In the treated area, all of the trees survived. In fact, when an overgrown forest is thinned, more surface water came back, there's better habitat for wildlife, and we just have a better result. I saw that also on the Roaring Lion Fire, which occurred in the Bitterroot Valley in 2016. Where private property owners had managed their private property, when the fire on public land reached there, it was quickly extinguished and hundreds of homes were saved. So the benefits of properly managed forests are clear. We have healthier forests. There's more wildlife, more hunting, more recreational opportunities, more good-paying jobs. Wildfires are less severe. One of the biggest problems we have is litigation. We need more collaborative projects, but litigation is one of the greatest problems. Parties come to the table in good faith, they work collaboratively, only to be overturned by court action by radical environmental extremists. The Stonewall Project in Lincoln, Montana is a good example. Here, the Forest Service worked together with local landowners over an 8-year period to develop a collaborative forest management project. Once it was approved a year ago, the lawyers swooped in, arguing the project would disrupt lynx habitat. The judge overturned the decision. Fires raged this summer. Now there's no more habitat for lynx, and all of that carbon's been released into the atmosphere. Benefits of forest management are clear. As I've mentioned, healthier forests, more wildlife, more hunting, jobs, and less severe fires. It's time to act. We can't control the weather, but we can control how we manage our forests. It's time to reform our forest management by passing Bruce Westerman's Resilient Federal Forest Act, and we also must put common safe guardrails on the Endangered Species Act to reduce frivolous lawsuits. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and with that I yield back.